Hey there, Dr. Brett Franson here, your chiropractor in the West Houston area. And I get asked this question a whole lot, so I want to kind of address it. And I know it's going to be a kind of controversial subject, and I might get a lot of flack for this, but I just want to shoot straight with you. It has to do with about putting ice on injuries. Now, for probably the last 40 years, that's what we've been doing with injuries. Something sore, hurt, sprained, strained, whatever. You always recommended to put ice on it. And people say, 5 on, 5 off, 10 on, 10 off, 20 on, 20 off. Everybody's got their own idea about what to do with ice. Well, the people that came up with that, the guy's name is Dr. Gabe Merkin. You can check him out. In 1978, they came up with this idea of resting, icing, and compressing and elevating, known as RICE, R-I-C-E, for acute injuries. But in 2014, he posted on his website that the research shows that maybe that's not the best way to go about things. Now, for a brand new acute injury, they say, you can put some ice on, 5 minutes on and 5 minutes off, back and forth, for maybe within the first 6 hours. Might still have some benefit as far as pain relief goes. But here's the issue. Why does your body swell whenever you're injured? Why? You got to ask yourself some basic questions. Is your body supposed to do that, or is it not supposed to do that? Well, if you think it's not supposed to do that, well, then do whatever you like, okay? But I like to think that maybe the body knows what it's doing, because every time I've had any injury, there's been some swelling associated with it. And, of course, if you just take the time to research, you'll look online and see that what's the purpose of inflammation? Google it, okay, or nowadays we Google it. Purpose of inflammation, and you'll find out that it's absolutely necessary in the healing process. So if inflammation is necessary for the body to repair damage and heal, why are we putting ice on it to stop that process? It doesn't make any sense. Why are we doing that? To reduce pain and swelling. Well, to reduce pain, I understand. People want relief. But reduce swelling. Isn't the swelling necessary? Didn't we just establish that? All the physiology, all the biochemistry shows that inflammation is part of the healing process. It's a necessary component from injury. So why are we trying to stop all this stuff with ice? I don't recommend it. Then people say, well, what about heat? Heat feels good, but still, you don't need it. What could be helpful? Movement. Movement's the new ice. It's actually not that new of an idea. When we were younger, or when I was younger, you'd get a little boo-boo, turn an ankle, hurt something a little bit. And what did the coach always tell you? Yeah, walk it off. Just walk it off. Okay, well, guess what? That idea has been around for a long time. But we like to think that if we do something to give you relief, that we're doing you a favor. And quite honestly, being a doctor, making your pain go away at all costs is not improving your health. It's just not, it's actually doing harm. And we all do take a Hippocratic oath that we're first do no harm. So why are we putting ice on people? It's not good for you. It's not a good idea. And it's going to be hard for a lot of people to let go of that idea. I got educated on that. I used to use ice. I recommended it on patients for decades. Now I don't anymore at all. Don't recommend it. And on my own body, I've done that. I've had a lot of injuries the last few years. And I decided, you know what? I'm not going to put any ice on it and see what happens. And you know what? I healed up just fine. It hurt. It still swole up. It's going to swell whether you put ice on it or not. It's going to swell. You can put ice on it and think, reduce the swelling. It's still got to swell. It has to swell and able to heal. So how about just leaving your body alone? Trust it. Now that doesn't mean 100% of the time. I don't want you to be dogmatic, because dogma is dangerous. But do we have to put ice on every little ache and pain? No. As a matter of fact, you might be doing long-term damage, because if you're inhibiting the healing process with ice, you might get some short-term relief of your symptoms, but long-term, you might be inhibiting your body's ability to fully and completely heal that structure so you can be strong and fully adaptable for future issues. Think about it. Besides, who likes putting cold ice on your injuries anyhow? It's cold. Doesn't feel good. Stop it. Okay? Again, this is Dr. Brett Franson, your chiropractor here in the West Houston area. If you got any questions or you're interested in these ideas, Check out my other videos. I look forward to talking to you. Bye.